I'm upset. So, as I'm pulling up the game and stuff here, last night I tried to record another episode of Homebody, and I technically did. I recorded my camera feed, but I hit the wrong button in OBS and didn't end up recording my game. I ended up starting the virtual camera. So, yeah. Anyway, I am going to play some more Homebody, but I'm going to try to fill you in real quick on what all happened. So, I can't remember in the episode before where we ended up leaving off, but we ended up figuring out the puzzle for the orange cable. So, in order to solve that one, what you had to do was you had to go downstairs into the electrified room before it fried you, basically before the water level reached a certain height. You had to put in symbols. You had to make symbols using the mainframe, and you got those symbols by what we found in the study. And the clue there, of course, was the number that was missing on the box, and you had to open them in a certain order, and then the whole thing leaned forward. I'll see if I can try to find footage if I don't have that. But once you did that, you went down, you made the symbols, you put them in an order, and then it printed out, and it told you the PSI of the generator in the next room, of the thing in the next room. I think that's all in an episode, but what we ended up doing is we ended up figuring out how to get the PSI and how to get to the next room. And the way, and to the generator, which was in a mall. It was in the mall, the one we've been seeing in our visions. And the way you ended up doing it was you actually have to go back up to the bathroom and you have to solve that puzzle first, and then you do the one in the middle, and then you do the one at the bottom. So you end up using all the water in the house. The reason we couldn't get the balance we needed on the one at the bottom is because we were only doing the one in the middle and there was too much water in the system. So we did that, we figured it out. And I think that is kind of the extent of our process. It seems like we only have one more puzzle really to get into and solve, and that is like the audio puzzle. And I say that because we got 2 generators. Now we just need the accumulator and then whatever comes after that. So I am recording. I am recording. I'm recording. I think let's jump into another episode of Homebody. Oh, the other thing before we get into it, there was a cutscene at the very end that we ended up not recording, and I'll have to see if I can find a way to play again. But we ended up talking to all of our friends, and it seems like everybody was okay with this except for Francine. But then we ended up talking to Nest, and Nest tried to answer some of our questions and was pretty much useless, but was able to say that didn't really know what the homunculus was, other than that he created it, and gave us that the house seems to be falling apart the longer we're in here because of the time loop like wearing down, basically. Right. So here, let me show you how we ended up beating the puzzle for the PSI and stuff real quick. And we'll have to do it quick because the other thing we learned was that now that we're moving faster, okay, hold on. The killer is coming out faster too. The cellar pump, okay, bathroom pump. So 2. And then so we do this one. And then we need to race down here. Okay. So, Then, okay. And we do this one, which that's the big pump. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that has to be in the middle. So switch those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we do that. Sorry, I just saw Leo scratching his face. We have these little things for the wall that you put down low for the cats, and they can scratch their face and scratch themselves on it, and he loves it. He goes and he scratches his face all the time. Okay, so we don't need to go in the other room, but we do need to come in here. And okay, and so we ended up figuring out that the big pump was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and those two had to be, all three had to be in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this uses the remaining water in the system to fill up. Oh, I didn't know. I just tried that on a whim. We could get... I did not know we could get in so quickly. Like, we could leave that while it was doing it. So, yeah, then we come over here, and the generator is here in the mall. Which... Who'da thunk? And it turns on the chicken, which we can look at, but I didn't want to. Okay. So it's 8 o'clock, which I think means the killer is about to start. He's about to be out. Okay, so now... Okay. And because we now have the code to this door, we can race over and we can take the shortcut. And I think this was in another episode, so I'm not going to go too far into this. But now... Okay, so we just have to be really careful now. Also, pretty sure it's in another one, but figured out the top, bottom, middle. That has to be a clue somehow. Wait, that's new. It's a copy of the book I illustrated. Pemberton Possum Learns a Lot. This is a pile of Cliff stuff. What's this doing here? That's new. I get the sense that Cliff really likes us. Like, and that's why he's been so upset. I found a copy of Pemberton Possum Learns. What's it doing there? It's mine. Whose trash can did you pull that out of? I paid money for it, and I also got one for my mom. She loves it. That's incredibly sweet. I am struggling to integrate it emotionally. While you're working on that, do you think you could sign my copy for me? Yes, of course. There, I signed it. Oh, I had a light go out. Oh. I signed your copy of Pumbo, Cliff. Thanks. For real. You did a really good job, Em. Your paintings are amazing. That one at the end where all the baby critters are riding to school on Pemberton's mom's back made me tear up. I just think it's sweet that kids get to read such a fun book, and when they're older, they'll be nostalgic for the things you drew. I think that's pretty cool. All right. Thanks, Big Shot. I'm going to go sell this on eBay for 50 cents. Oh, don't gouge people. Stop. I'm being nice to you. Let me be nice to you. Well, just this once. I really think that Cliff likes us. And God, do I feel that. It is so hard when you struggle to, and this is based off a conversation I recently had with somebody, but when you struggle to like yourself, not even love yourself, when you struggle to like yourself, which is something that I have kind of always struggled with. I've never really liked me, at least not since I was a kid. And that's something that I constantly am trying to work on. And I do like myself. But there's times when I don't. And sometimes that really creeps in. But it is so hard to let other people like you, let alone love you, when you can't do it yourself. And so I feel that so hard because I've been there. That is one of the coolest things about this game, is that it's touching on these things and it's bringing up these conversations. And so, like I've said before, like I will continue to say, it's okay to talk to people. It's okay to ask for help. It is okay to struggle. And there's nothing wrong with reaching out. And so if you're feeling like this, if you're connecting with these characters more than you thought you would, it's okay to reach out and talk to somebody, whether that's therapy, or if that's not something you can afford, finding a friend or a family member who's willing to listen. And if you can't find them, then finding someone at work or someone at school, like a school counselor, somebody who is just there to listen and talk to. It does wonders for you. It really does. And I will always advocate for that. And I'll always advocate for you finding that and doing that work. All right, back to the game. Sorry. Okay, I have 20 minutes. Oh! Oh, that's new. I think if I just walk, he has a harder time hearing me. Oh, so here's the thing. He's been finding me every time recently. And the thing is, I don't know a way to get up here where he can't find me. I need him to leave. He is also... He's going to kill everybody else. Okay. That's making noise. I didn't know you could touch the ones up top. So orange, purple. Oh, what if that's it? What if you... I don't know if that did anything. Oh, these break. I keep forgetting. That's the pattern that's on the thing. Is this... So Francine threw this at us in our flashback. The one where we ended up talking to Nest. What's it doing here? Is that blood? I hope Francine is okay. She is not. Oh, not everybody's dead. Gary's not dead. What? The house is falling apart. What if we have to get that tonal range? You know? What if... I feel like running has been giving me... Oh, giving my position away. Top, middle, bottom. Oh, top, bottom, middle. Oh. He's coming for me. He's going to see me this time. Yep. I can't hide through this. Whoop, I hear him slashing. Oh, sorry. It's got to do with the tones, right? All right, hold on. Let's come down here. Because maybe he won't think to look down here, you know?
2 hours later.
Okay, hold on. So top, bottom, middle. It works. Okay. So he went through the hallway. Oh! An odd printout reads stay with black diamonds in between the letters. Why would anyone go through the trouble of locking this away? So it has to spell the word... Oh! But I think that means... Whoop! Alright, if we can get upstairs... STAY. I think this is how we turn on the accumulator. Because the accumulator's upstairs. We pull the thing to get it to come down. But then, how do we... And I think if we do that first, what we could do is if we end up doing that first, like let's say we die here in a second, because he's coming in. So I'm going to theorize while he's here. If we turn that on and we get it to spell stay, STAY, when we look at it, then we go downstairs and we turn everything on from there. Ah! Yep. Oh, did you see his face? We're making progress, though. Pete! Hey, Emily. Jeez. Things are tough, aren't they? That spiky machine in the attic is a lightning rod. You need to turn it on before the lightning strikes or you can't power the accumulator. You need to spell out the clue you found on stay by configuring the letters on the lamp in the study. See you later. Yeah. Just like I said. And you have to do it before 9:15 when it strikes, because that's the lightning rod. So you could do everything else after. Some of these puzzles, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting it down. Okay, so I have to figure out how to spell the word stay with this. So this is gonna... Okay. So there's a code to this. No, that would be S. That'd be T, sorry. We'll go see what that spells real quick. Because you have to basically figure out each letter. Well, if you can figure out one letter, you can figure out the others, right? Okay, so 8. I got 2 of the letters. Okay, so 8, and then whatever this one was, are... Okay. Oh, but then there's one that's broken. Okay, but I know it's 8, and then... Because I got S and A. So, right? So the top one has to be 8. And that's right. And then this... All right, let's go see. Hopefully, it'll give us a memory log clue once we get it. Yeah, I got that. S. So one more. And then, oh, okay. So 8, it would be 9? And then one more for... Oh, wait, it said the letters. So I think the second one is 2. But we can find out because by reading the bottom, the one that broke, we can see what numbers correspond to it. Oh, he's already out. What? ST, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't move. Nobody move a muscle. Okay, do I have the... So I missed it. But I can still keep trying as long as he doesn't come find me. Oh! He got me. Oh, he scared me. Oh. Yeah, sure. So it's 2. So okay, based on that logic, it's not 8, 2, 1. It's okay, hold on. So 8 is S, and then 2 equals A. So that would mean 7 equals T, and then that would make 2 equal Y. So 8722 should theoretically be it. Eight seven two two. 8722. That's a good ass hint. That was a good ass hint. So my 2 is, I was wrong. Because if z equals 1, yz, so 2. Yep. 8, 7. Theoretically, that should spell it. Because if that's it, I can go downstairs. Wait. Oh, no. So it's 1, 8, 1, 8, 8, 7, 1, 2. Because the middle is the beginning of the alphabet. 8, 7, 1, 2. Yes! Okay, so I gotta go get the other ones turned on real quick. So which means I have to do the bathroom too. That door's still closed. That's good. Okay. This one is 2. Oh, now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. 4, and that has to be in the middle. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. And 7, and the... Ooh, my heart is like... Gamer! Okay. Oh. I have to just be careful. There's a chance if he comes in here, I can lose him in the hedge maze. But he's killing people. Upstairs. So as long as I'm quiet and calm... Woo! But all I have to do is get upstairs. Oh, I'm sorry, Gary. Sleepy Gary. He's so sleepy. Oh. Oh, Francine. Emily. Francine. I didn't mean to scare you. What are you doing up here? The lamp in the study broke again, and I knew you were up here. We need to talk before you do something rash, Em. There are other ways we can do, other options. I mean, for God's sake, Emily, look at that thing. Do you really think it could solve your problems? What other choice do we have? You think you know how to get us out of this? No, I'm telling you, neither of us do. Maybe there is no way out. I think I first clocked it when you started poking around and solving Nest's little puzzles and talking in code. And for a moment there, I had a glimmer of hope that this was progress for both of us, that maybe you would help me figure out how to get us out of here. But nope, you're still you. But I'm begging you, don't let it come to this. Why trust a weird old man and his weird old machine? Listen, I don't want this fight to end. I want this to stay ugly because it's something. But we need to get out of here, Francine, one way or another. We don't know what it'll do. It could ruin everything, as if everything wasn't already ruined enough. This could be the end, Emily. Shit, watch out. Francine, I'm sorry. Francine sacrificed herself. Oh. Another fine mess you've gotten yourself into. Go to hell. Pete could be pretentious sometimes, but he didn't talk like a goddamn great kazoo. Ness made it sound like you're not really you. And you're gonna trust him? You took the time to turn on his machine. Look how much good that did you. Seems like it worked out okay. I'm still here. Barely. You can't keep coming back like this forever. Turning on the accumulator almost bled this place dry. I thought the accumulator created this place. The accumulator couldn't create shit. It's a wooden box attached to one of those static electricity machines from the Science Museum. At least it was. The decades of obsession Ness put into it turned it into a ticking time bomb. The raw energy of it almost killed this place. So if this place dies, what happens to us? Do we get set free or what? How do you define free? Don't start with me. Truthfully, I don't know. The strength that's keeping you here is giving out, but so is the strength that's keeping here. When that strength is finally gone, I don't know if you're no longer here or if you go out with the rest of what's here. If that makes sense. Kind of. It makes about as much sense as any of the rest of this stuff. I don't think I'm going to be able to talk to you after this. I don't think I'll be able to do anything after this. Since there'll be a quiet moment before the thought of the house intrudes again, do you have anything you'd like to know? What is the thing that keeps killing us? It's a symptom, a side effect. So are you. Though you have a little more of a sense of self than the homunculus does. Who are you really? For all intents and purposes, I'm Pete. What happens to you now? I don't know. That's one's a little beyond me. There's a threshold I'm aware of. I can hear it. I can barely hear anything else. I'm really scared. I'm not ready to cross it. But I don't have any choice. Still, it was good while it lasted. It was nice to meet you. Shucks. For real, why are you helping me? Like I said before, why do you think I would want to hurt you? Because you've had me and my friends trapped in a hellish nightmare with a meat monster that keeps killing us. I didn't create the house. I didn't create you or the memory or the meat monster. These things just flow through me. I don't want any of this for you. I don't want anything. If you didn't create the killer, who did? I think we did. I think the homunculus is our depression and anxiety. Entropy? What is up with all these evasive answers? I can't believe Nest was more forthcoming than you. Nest just has a way with words, I guess. Alright, I feel like I'm starting to fade. I don't have a choice not to bring the house back again. The house, all of you, the night, the gravity of it, it's too great, greater than me. Why? I don't know. Seems pretty pointless if you ask me. It's been created and destroyed and recreated before, but this time, it's taking longer. I don't know how many more times it can happen again. Take care. Oh. Oh. Hey. Hey. The apartment. I'm about to head out of town and I didn't want to leave without checking on me. Yeah. Do you want to come in? What happened to you, Francine? Are you two together? How's your head? Oh, it's fine. I didn't even end up spending the night. When I got home, I passed out like immediately, but I kept waking up. Something about being told you could die in your sleep really gives you fitful dreams, you know? Anyway, the doctor said I could sleep, so I've been working at it all day. I've got my sleepy time tea, should be fine. She just said to avoid caffeine, like strenuous mental activity, I guess. Gosh, Francine, I just wanted to say that hold on. Are you here to apologize? You feel sorry? For what? I don't know, I guess just watching you falling, I couldn't help but think I could have done something about it. About what? A fiberglass hot dog collapse? I got a concussion. Wasn't the end of the world. I really thought the hot dog could hold our weight. That was from the flashback that we lost, is they were at this roadhouse that had burned down, that they had been to years before, and there was a fiberglass hot dog. I did too. I guess they all tried to climb on it. You could have broken your neck, but I didn't. You came with me to the ER. You were there for like 3 hours. People have aneurysms, sometimes an hour later. People hit their head going up the stairs and die after a week with no... That's terrifying. This is not the first time I've heard you talk about this. I remember you having better handle on this stuff. What's going on? I think I might be experiencing some cognitive decline. What are you talking about? I don't know, I think I'm just in town to see some fucking shooting stars or whatever, meteor shower, and I'm stuck in this part of the process where my friends and I are like strangers. The ice never breaks. I can't get through to anyone. We're stuck in a time loop and keep living the same night over and over. The same night where everything sucks even before a masked murder monster comes to kill us. It's so absurd that I start to think it must not be happening. I assume it just has to end somehow, that it was never real in the first place. But no, there is a mass killer, and it's some kind of Groundhog Day thing. But then even that isn't true. It's some kind of nasty fake reality where I don't know, and I'm like, is there just something fucked up about me? Did I do something to deserve this? Like I created that thing, didn't I? Willed it into being? Or is it just in my head? Am I unconscious in a car at the bottom of a ravine? Did I slip in a fucking shower or something? Emily, you can't. The worst thing about all of this is that I don't know if anything is special about it. Maybe this is just normal delusionment. Emily, we're trapped in a time loop and there's a knife-wielding monster that keeps killing us. I know, it sucks. And it's my fault. Your fault? The alternate reality and the murderer? How? I'm obsessed with this shit. The past. I can't let it go. I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Like, the hot dog thing? It was stupid. Yes, blindingly, astoundingly stupid. But something about this night, when I left your apartment, whenever the hell this actually happened, I remember the look you were giving me, like future uncertain, anything can happen stuff, and I fucked it up, hermiting myself away, and I didn't talk to you or anyone. I let it all slip. I lost my best friend over nothing. After that night at the hospital, I told myself I wasn't going to depend on anyone else ever again. I wasn't going to caretake or be taken care of. I went all in on me. When I saw you again at Nest's house a year later, I realized it was working. I guess I wasn't angry, didn't feel passionate, not having heard from you. It was just a matter of fact. Francine, you don't have to apologize. I'm not apologizing. I did what was right for me. I decided I wasn't going to give you or my dad or my landlord who needs to come inside my apartment for half an hour to tell me he's raising my rent. I decided I wasn't going to give anything more time or thought than I could spare. I did everything I could. I started waking up at 6 a.m. every day, meditating for an hour. I upped my therapy to as many times a week as my insurance would allow. Then when I lost that insurance, I found free counseling services and did that as much as I could. I put all my energy, everything I had, into the thought of the future where I felt whole. Since you weren't there to carry me, I decided it was time to self-actualize. I made a full-time job of just trying to be happy, and I'm still not. Wasn't enough to maintain. The yearning's still there. There's a sense that whatever used to make life magical is gone now. You can't remember what it was, so you invent things. There was a video game you loved, the Halloween bucket from McDonald's. Or maybe it's a plan you make, some future time where you imagine you'll feel exactly like you used to. The reality is, things are changing, but nothing is changing faster than you are. The days are shorter now, and you're in pain, and there's somebody with a knife coming for you. Don't hit your head on the stairs. I'm so sick of living in the past. That sounds pretty healthy. Then why does it hurt so much? Not everything feels good all the time. So, we're not really here, are we? I don't think so. I think the house trip was probably a long time ago. I think so too. Feels like an old, bad memory. It feels good to be able to talk about it. It does. Shit. Ow, ow, ow. Oh my god. Are you okay? You're bleeding too, Emily. No, it's fine. I'll get a towel. That is so scary. Just the idea of just dropping dead. Oh. Ow. Yeah. Ow. Guess it's kind of pathetic that we weren't able to let any of this go, huh? Yeah. I wonder when this even actually is, the present. I mean, it's sad if this is happening like a year after the trip to Nest's house. Way sadder if it's like 5 years later. Or if it's been decades and this is hell. Pretty boring hell. We're gonna die in this place, aren't we? Probably. I mean, permanently. For real this time. Probably. Oh, that got deep. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, you know what? I should go do the other stuff. I should go do this stuff because then I can just, as long as I get this stuff done quickly. Oh, shoot. No. I'm so stupid. I have to do the bathroom up here first. Shit. Okay. Okay, it's... Oh, 2. I'm gonna go do the accumulator first, because I don't think I need to be able to flip the switch. I don't think I have to flip the switch. Oh, it's already open. Oh. What is going on up here? The thing that's been growing in the sky, it's not the moon, it's some kind of hole. I was hoping you could just turn on the accumulator again and end this place. I need to talk to Francine about this. Okay, so I gotta go find Francine. Okay. So she's usually been in the study. Oh, it's already out. Francine. Hey, Emily. So, we're back. Yeah, I was kind of hoping we'd just, like, wake up in our beds somewhere. Free from this. Same. But hey, we're not dead. Guess we have to figure out how to get out of here for good. Let's try. By the way, I'm sorry about that business in the attic. The fight over the accumulator. Francine, you know you don't have to apologize. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing. That thing could have killed us. Yeah, well, it didn't. At the end of the day, what other options did we have? Sure. Pete, whoever Pete is. You were talking to Pete too, right? Yeah. At least it looked like Pete. But I don't know. It's like he's busted or something. He used to be a little more him. Since you showed up, he's gotten fuzzier. Anyway, Pete said that turning on the accumulator at full power almost killed this place. So I guess I had the right idea. Too bad it's gone now. Sucked into the void or whatever. You saw that, huh? The attic? Yeah. What the hell is going on up there? I think that the full moon that's been above us this whole time is actually some kind of void. And it's getting bigger as this place dies. Crap. What are we going to do? Do you think this has something to do with the lights above the elevator? The elevator? Oh, right. The one with the killer rides up into the house. Anyway, that thing, the creature. The killer? Wait, what do we call the thing? I don't know, Zippy. I guess that works for now. Let's maybe circle back on something else later, okay? Yeah. It brings Zippy up to the crawl space next to the bedroom on the second floor, but it's impossible to get inside up there. Right, and it passes through the little waiting room next to the cellar at some point during every loop. Yeah, and where the hell does it start? Just like someplace far beneath the house. Why would the killer be on the elevator in the first place? Ness told me about it once. Well, he didn't actually know either, but he said that he figured out how to get inside. He said it had something to do with the waiting room, some hidden sequence there. He said he got it open himself once, but that he was too afraid to go inside. He thought it could end this whole thing. It could solve the mystery of the loop, if not escape it outright. But he said he was too much of a coward to do it himself. At least he was being honest, I guess. Yep. Either way, it seemed important, like Zippy was coming from there for a reason. So we need to ride down the elevator ourselves. Guess so. Do you have any idea how to get inside? Actually, I do know one thing. I heard from Nest, actually, last time I talked to him before he disappeared. He said he had a clue for you, told me he put it someplace only you could access. know why I'm trying to put. It's really, I really like this though. Pete made it sound like this place, the version of this house we're in, even the places from the past. A living being, only that's dying. Yeah. Dies, the whole sky is bigger and bigger until there's nothing left. Francine, this is so fucked up. I hate it. Let's focus on the task at hand, okay? We have to figure out how to get out of here. Got it. So, in the waiting room, he left a clue. Someplace only I could get to. Four 421 or someplace only I can get to. And he's right behind me. I'm gonna die. Yep. Someplace only I can get to. Where in this house is the only place I can get to? It's all in the past right there. It was in the past, yeah. Though I guess it isn't. So let's focus on this discount. Okay. Got it. A place that only I can get to. Is it my luggage? He was looking at the car. Is it my luggage? Because I'm the only one who would have the code. I've definitely seen this before. This is the lights. So I have to go to the attic, the main room, and the bedroom. This is the order that I have to go. Okay. So I have to go into the attic. Every time I go in, they're different. Okay, I'm in the attic. Then I have to go main bedroom and then bedroom to turn these two off. But I leave the study on. So I need to go into the bathroom. Let me go see if this is working. Or if I have to die again. Because I have to do it in order. It's not doing anything. I have to turn the lights on. You have to actually flip the light switches. There's light switches in every room. So the garage has to be on. This cellar has to be off. Foyer and the kitchen both have to be off, as does the waiting room. Living room on, dining room on. Hey, come on, come on. Study and the bathroom both have to be on. She's dead, isn't she? The bedroom. Main bedroom. Oh, and then I just have to turn off the one in the waiting room. Oh, in the flooded room. Okay. Okay. Attic, main. Those are good. Those are good. Art. Oh. Cellar and waiting room. Art studio has to be on. And then But does all the power go out again? Oh, the flooded room is in there. Yeah. I don't have to do the bathroom to get it. Because I don't need to do this. I think that's everything. think that's correct. I did it. Oh. There's a bedroom. Notes to myself. A package from Francine. Sent it like the week after I moved. I keep meaning to open it. This is Laura's room. Who is Laura? We have that same teapot. We're in another time loop. Cleaning this area up was a lot of work. It was like pulling teeth, but it felt like a good first step. Like the rest would follow. It's an open package. I let it sit for months. Is this... Sticky notes. They're all from me. They're all from me. Bathroom's open this time. I understood why Laura moved out, but it still felt really bad. Laura's been a really supportive friend even after she moved out. Oh. The meat door. Some of these are really passive aggressive. Oh. I really let this place fall apart. Half a pair of scissors. There's some blood on the blade, like someone cut themselves, breaking them apart. Francine, I'm so glad that... I just unloaded all my boxes of books. I gotta give you some of these because this awful reading habit of mine makes moving miserable. It's crazy that I can be doing work and know that within 5 miles you're puttering around doing your thing. Congrats on the real actual book you illustrated, by the way. I know that was always a dream of yours, so proud of you. Look at us, 2 adults with jobs and apartments in the same city. Come check out my dinky little apartment. I want to see your dinky little apartment. I want to see Laura again. Let's go to the museum or the movies or get drunk and play pinball. Francine. Growing, what a mess. Her empty room. Oh. Some of these are in handwriting I don't recognize. In fact, they're not even words. Let's make sure the living room isn't. Sticky notes everywhere. Some of these are in my handwriting. A lot of them are just scrawled, scribbly mess. Meat. Exposed muscle, breathing slowly. Is this place alive, made out of meat? I can barely stand to think about it. Scratches. Was that thing trapped down here? A bunch of torn up sheets and bandages of paper, all torn and mixed together. Was Zippy living here? It's kind of pathetic. That thing Zippy just kept banging at the walls trying to get out. Zippy got out. Zippy got out. Emily. Sorry about the mess. I don't think it's this bad in real life. Where'd Zippy go? It has to be looking for us, right? Not anymore. I saw the door was open and made a break for it. I don't think it liked being here either. Things are going wild above. You should see it. Up above? We can't go back up there. I'd rather take your chances out there. Good point. The attic isn't actual. It's not a wild, classic haunted house anymore. It's just a house. Just a normal house with a normal attic. Yeah. After you went down in the elevator, I kinda lived and died a few more times and... Geez, really? Yeah, don't worry about it. But every time I came back, it seemed like the house was changing. Got a little smaller, less colorful. A little sadder. More like I actually remember it. Let's take a look around, I guess. Knock yourself out. A wooden box with a switch and a light bulb. This is the accumulator, I guess. From before Nest's obsession made it messed up and mad science machine. Parker. I'm watching the sunset over the lake as I write this. The garden I told you about has finally begun to pay off. The zucchinis are just beginning to flower. My tomato plants are bearing big, misshapen fruit. My basil has come in a bit wimpy this year, but does just fine for a light caprese salad on a night like this. I think back on that dinky little garden I tried so hard to cultivate in your side yard that summer, where everything I planted was choked out by that single rogue watermelon vine, and how we checked on that wayward little watermelon every day, joked about the seed spitting contest we'd have when it was grown. And of course those rat bastard squirrels beat us to the punch. When we found that hollowed out rind, you were crying laughing, and I was just plain crying. Such a silly thing. Speaking of silly things, have you heard from any of the old gang lately? You'll never believe it, but I find myself getting lonesome out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure you understand the feeling. It is a joy to live alone, yes, but I find myself missing the sounds of a poorly picked guitar in the early morning, the inexplicable clunks in the bowels of the house, the smell of the damp cellar mixed with clove cigarettes, the art projects, the experiments, all the conversations we all had just sitting on the steps outside arguing about nothing. Kids sometimes come down to the shore off my property and smoke grass. The smell just up here and drives me crazy with nostalgia. They believe they're being sly, and I'm happy to let them think so just as long as I can enjoy their distant laughter and fun. Makes me miss you and that house and those people very much. I wonder if we could corral all the old folks back together for some sort of reunion, an exchange of ideas, as we would have called it. It would be lovely to see some familiar faces again and do, well, whatever it is we aging punks do with ourselves now that we're no longer cool or relevant. Not that we ever really were, anyway. So enough of my navel-gazing. Are you well? What are you working on? Tinkering with? Is that cat still hanging around your back door? Do you have any books to recommend? Please, drop me a line whenever you find the chance. I do so love to pick that strange brain of yours. Warmly, Clara. Clara, I found these while cleaning since I'll be around the post office today. Wanted to take a minute to send them to you. They're from another time, but somehow I still think of these as the feeble lines and the hands that drew them. Parker. Guess this is the old Grubsoft game. Looks scary. So I guess when we're ready, we just flip the switch on the accumulator? Wait, that's the accumulator? It looks like a closet. Yep. Here it's just a totally normal, creepy old pseudoscience box. Jeez, why not give it a try, I guess. Worked last time. What happened to the others after I left? The other kids? They all disappeared. Not long after you went into the elevator, they were just gone. And then the elevator came back up and Zippy got in and went after you. That's when the house started to change. What happened to this place? I have no idea. I mean, I guess I have some idea. You saw it. It was falling apart. Feels like it shed the layers we had put on it, like it turned back into Nest's house as it actually was. Without all the emotional burden we had put on it. Exactly, I guess. By the way, what was the deal with those fleshy little creatures? The little jiggly things in Nest's house. They really creeped me out. They're sort of reminding me of Zippy. Bipedal flesh lumps kind of going through the motions of human behavior. Like the seeds of anxiety and depression. They start small and they grow into these horrific monsters that weigh down on us. But like a baby, almost like Zippy had more reference material to pull from. There was this time where one had gotten injured and was dragging itself towards me, whimpering and stuff. It started nuzzling against my leg like it wanted me to pet it, so I did until it died. I think that might have messed me up more than some of the times I watched you guys die. Huh. What did the skin feel like? Like wet velvet. What do you think happened to Nest? In my heart of hearts, I think I'm kind of charmed by him, in spite of everything. I want to hope he got older and wiser somehow. There's a letter over there from Clara. The tone is like she's a little older and wiser herself. Sounds like Ness got back in touch with her at some point, and she's not replying like he's a preening, obnoxious jerk. So I guess he did something right. It's pretty heartening. I think they were in love. Clara seems genuinely interesting and sweet. I feel weirdly attached to this idea of her, which might just be Ness's idea of her. Speaking of Ness's ideas, did you read the doofy sci-fi? Oh yeah, very bad. I can see the pamphlet now. Are you at risk of becoming a baby man? See anything interesting in the sky? No, you don't. Go inside. The drawing on it is of like an old cigarette ad looking guy with lightning shooting out of his eyes, like an old prog rock album cover. And the drawing's bad. And the drawing is really bad. I miss you. I missed you too, dummy. Even if he only had a little time left, I hope that after all this, he figured out how to stop being a shut-in. I hope that after all this, I figure out how to stop being a shut-in. You're never too old to have not figured any fucking thing out, I guess. I always thought you had it more figured out than me. Well, I'm glad the elaborate ruse of my entire personality worked. Who would have guessed this whole place was made out of meat? Definitely not me. Do you think this place has been making us out of the same stuff? No, I refuse to entertain the possibility. I'm ready to go. You sure? Yeah. I am too. I'm really gonna miss you, Francine. Please. No, it wasn't. I chose the wrong one. It should have been the middle one. She left the house. Jory Griffiths. Ah. Wow. Good job. That was really fun. The story really, really was good in that. And all of the talk about like depression and the little seeds that come up here and there, the things that weigh on us, and how asking people for help and coming to people, like how those things help us get away from those things. Like it was only when we started talking to Francine and the others that we started to be able to figure more stuff out. That was really good. That was really good. I am very happy. There was obviously some of the puzzles were a little rough, but we were able to find out everything. It just took a lot of trial and error and some brute forcing here and there, which but like the moving mechanic was a little rough, but when I figured out that it was, if I stopped running I would do better, that helped out quite a bit. And sometimes being able to just click was nice. But that was really good. What a good game. You should play this game. Support Jory, support the Grumps. They did such a good job with this game. And because I could forgive all those little things. And we're watching the meteor shower. Like I can forgive all of the little things because of how good the story was and how good that was. Well, that is it for Homebody, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you've made it this far, let me know what you thought down in the comments below. I mean, I really do want to hear what people think. I've not seen anybody, at least not in my YouTube feed, play this, except for the Game Grumps, and they played like the very beginning of it. But I didn't watch it because I hadn't played the game yet. So now I'm going to go watch it and maybe get a little bit more insight into the thought process and the way the game was made. What did you think? I really want to know. And while you're letting me know, if you want, I would love it if you'd hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know that you're liking the content. Subscribe to the channel to help us grow so we can do more and make more content. But no matter what, I hope that no matter where you are in the world, you are happy, healthy, and well, having a wonderful rest of your day, evening, and week. And we'll see you next time, everybody. Bye.